Welcome to parenthood, where dad bods and mom pouches are forever. Don't believe that lie. My name's Andre Williams, and I'm your athletic fitness coach. If you're here, it's because you're ready to continue your fitness journey, but you're looking for an approach that can work with your busy schedule, allow you to shed your dependence on the gym, and it can provide you with an effective and natural approach to diet and nutrition. Here's what you're gonna get in today's free training. I'm gonna take you through a small workout routine so that you can understand you can work out anywhere with just your body weight and a little bit of space. Next, I'm gonna take you through my club's 7-step dietary protocol so that you can see how to build a lean, athletic physique with a fully balanced and natural diet. Fitness is nothing more than your relationship with food and movement. If you can define that relationship, develop it, and optimize it, you can achieve a high level of fitness with no problem. You guys ready to work? Let's get to it. The first thing that we're gonna do is a stretch that I like to call the plane crash stretch, okay? For the plane crash stretch, you don't need your shoes. You're gonna wanna take those off, and we're gonna wanna get seated, okay? The plane crash stretch is going to help you unlock and release that lower back and also the hamstrings. All right, so what you want to do first is take your arms and hug your thighs. Okay, so you're hugging your thighs as close as you can, and then you take your chin and tuck it into those thighs. All right, next we're just gonna allow the legs to slide on their own, don't gotta force it, and we're gonna take 30 deep breaths. All right. One of the things that you're gonna notice between my EBD workout style and most other exercise routines that you do is that we tend to count breaths over time. So we're gonna get 30 breaths. We're at 10. And as you breathe in, you're allowing your legs to slide further out until maybe, just maybe, your elbows start to brush against the ground. But it's more important that you keep your chin tucked. Some other sensations that you might feel, you're definitely gonna feel your back start to release. You might feel some tingling coming down from your back through your butt. It's actually your sciatic nerve. Your sciatic nerve is being stimulated by this, and it's actually a good way to help relieve sciatic nerve pain. All right, 3, 2, 1. All right, it's good to start every routine with a stretch, okay? Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get into some isometric work, okay? Isometric, your muscles, they move in 3 ways, okay? Concentric when they contract, eccentric when they stretch, and isometric when they hold tension, okay? So it's a way to work out standing still. That's exactly what we're gonna do, all right? Horse stance now, okay? You want your feet to be further than shoulder width apart. You want to point your toes as far forward as you can. And now we're just gonna have a seat, okay? This is a horse stance. It's called horse stance because it makes your legs strong like a horse, all right? And here we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna get 30 deep breaths, all right? And while we're here breathing, you don't want to be lean forward. You want to make sure that your back is erect. Straighten out your back as much as possible, and that's going to shift your weight to right over your hips. All right? We're at 10. Feel that burning sensation start to build up in the thighs. That's exactly what we're looking for. It's all about blood flow, all right? And it's all about the breath. 20, 10 breaths left. 5, 3, 2, done. Excellent. All right. Now we did a little bit of lower body exercise. We're going to move on to a little bit of core work next. All right. So let's meet over by the tree. All right. So now this one is called fight the wall abs. Okay. We're going to do some core compression work. And all we're going to need is to find some kind of a surface for us to rest our feet on, some kind of a wall. All right. And we're going to have a seat. I'm going to place my feet up on the wall. Okay. You don't have to go super high. It's actually going to be easier if your feet are just maybe about 6 inches from the floor. Okay. And the next thing that we do is we just remove our hands. Okay. And now we're going to stay here. Same concept. Try and keep the back as erect as possible. And we're going to breathe, and we're going to start with just 30 deep breaths. Breathe in deep, breathe into the core. Now you see we started with that plane crash stretch, and now we're using the same muscles that we just stretched. Now we're contracting them and we're holding tension. It's another isometric. This is core work now. And your core is not just what's going on in the front. The core is the entire center of the body, the back and the front and the sides. And there's a way that we can target everything while we do this exercise. If we were to spread our legs a little bit wider, now you're going to notice that contraction is actually happening more in these obliques. Okay, now we're at 23 breaths. 3 breaths left. All right. That was fight the wall abs, okay? Last exercise we're gonna do now we're gonna move more into the dynamics, which is movement. This last exercise of this set is the rising suns, okay? So what I want you to do is stand on your toes. See, I'm up on my toes as high as I can. I'm going to join my fingers together at the bottom. When my fingers are together at the bottom, I'm gonna empty my lungs, no air in my lungs. And as I rise like the sun, I'm breathing in. And when my fingertips touch at the top, that's when my lungs are full, okay? So you see the pattern? I'm full, I'm empty, and the fingers join again at the bottom. So now we're focusing on trying to be a little bit coordinated, and we're going to work our shoulders, all right? Nice, easy work. Nothing crazy, anybody can do it, but it's real work. Here we go, let's get 30. 2. Doesn't seem like we're doing much with this exercise, but you're asking the body to do a lot. You're on your toes, so you have to supply blood to the lower leg while doing dynamic work up top. You're stressing your heart. Halfway now. On those toes, 10 more. 4 more. 3 more. Match the movement of your hands to the breath. Full, empty. Last one. Perfect. All right. And guys, people think that exercising and fitness is about supplements and it's about heavy weights. Trust me, I don't take protein. I don't lift any weights. I haven't in over 7 years. And I maintain my body because I am the weight. I am the machine. I am the gym. All right? When you understand that the body is just a collection of levers and the point of them is to manipulate your body weight becomes enough to create the stimulus that you need to build muscle. All right? Cool. You see, I'm also barefoot. This is a secret therapeutic. People say if you walk barefoot in the grass, it's actually good for you because the earth is charged. It's charged negatively, and that negative charge travels through your body when you allow your feet to touch the earth, and that helps you recharge your body just like a battery. All right? So we're gonna move into the second set of exercise. We did a little bit, we're gonna do a little bit more. We're gonna start with another stretch. This stretch is called back fours. All right? So what you wanna do, you wanna get on the ground. We're gonna lay on the ground like this. One leg is gonna come up. One leg is gonna come up and over. Okay, so we're stretching that back. Stretching the back. The key to this one is not for the knee to touch the ground, but for the elbow to stay rooted on the ground as I pull my knee over. Okay, and you're gonna feel a wonderful stretch in that hip and lower back. All right. A lot of times we want to bend this way, we want to bend that way, but we don't twist the back to stretch. And this is a great rotational stretch for the lower back. And the same thing here, we're going to get 30 breaths. We're already at 15. All right. Ten more. And then we're gonna switch, same thing, pull one knee up, pull it over to the side. If my right knee is pulled over to the side, then my right shoulder has to stay rooted on the ground. All right, we're already at 5 breaths. Breathe deep. Halfway. Back fours. Okay, now we're gonna run straight into a push-up. All right, push-ups might be difficult for you if you're trying to do them from the ground. Okay, but guess what? That's the beauty of this exercise. There's always a way to progress or regress the movement. So if you need to regress the movement, we're gonna come back over to our tree. Okay, and we're gonna lean onto the tree. This is also an excellent push-up. And I'll tell you what makes it excellent. The incline makes it easier, but the straight hips make it excellent. All right. So whether you're on the ground or whether you're on the tree, as long as the hips are straight, okay? Hips cannot be bent. Hips cannot be bent. Straight hips, and this is a perfect push-up. Okay? You want your hands right under your shoulders. All right, you want the hands to be right under the shoulders. And then we're gonna go ahead and get 20 push-ups, okay? If you're on the tree, get 30 push-ups. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. All right, cool. And now we're gonna move into the core. All right. This is mountain climbers. You probably have done this in gym class in middle school, okay? Easy, it's the easiest way to do it. We're gonna keep that same push-up pose, okay? So the hands right under the shoulders, and you just bring the knee straight up, okay? You just bring the knee straight up. And there is a way to progress the movement. We wanna make it a little bit tougher and target the obliques. Then we bring the knee to the elbow, okay? Then we bring the knee to the elbow. So I've done 8 so far, I wanna get 20. All right, here's 10. If we wanna bring it up even another notch, then we get into the plank, okay? And we do what I like to call peeing dogs, okay? And we're gonna bring the elbows up. And the key is what? Straight back. The hips have to be straight. All right, we got 20 there. And we'll finish with another isometric, okay? This one is very similar to the horse stance, but now we're gonna split the legs the other way, okay? This is a sliding split squat. All right, and this is to help this right here, all right, this hip flexor. So we're just gonna let the leg slide back as far as it wants to. We're gonna keep the back straight and we're gonna breathe for 20. Sensations that you feel, you're gonna have to learn to live with them. That's what's building the stimulus to create the transformation that you're looking for. That's what's burning the fat, is that blood flow. Every transaction in the body takes place in blood oxygen. Whether we're talking about building muscle, burning fat, repairing damaged cells and tissue, everything takes blood oxygen. And that's why the breath is so important. Now we're gonna come up and we're gonna switch. We're at 5. That's why I say when we do this exercise, I'm not trying to build muscle, I'm not trying to lose fat. Those things are guaranteed to happen if we work on the cardiovascular health first. Our ability to pull oxygen from the air and deliver it to the cells to create energy is the foundation to your athletic fitness. All right, cool. And look, guys, we spent maybe 15 minutes here doing some good exercise. And that was the floor. That was the beginning. I gave you a routine that anybody can do if you really want to. Now we'll move on to our dietary protocol. I'll see you in the next step. Guys, I hope you guys really enjoyed that workout. And as I said, fitness is really just 2 things. It's your relationship with movement and with food. So now we're gonna talk about our 7-step dietary protocol. If you're watching the video, that means I've already sent you my ebook for my club's 7-step dietary protocol. I expound on these 7 steps way more than I will here, but we're gonna run through the 7 steps just for the sake of the video. So the first step for the dietary protocol, this one's very important, it's intermittent fasting, okay? Intermittent fasting is a powerful tool for caloric control and fat burn. This exercise routine that I just did, I did it on an empty stomach, okay? I did it on an empty stomach, and that is because when you are able to go to sleep overnight and burn off your blood glucose, you burn off your glycogen stores in the liver and in the muscles, now the body has nothing left to burn but fat, okay? That's what it's there for. It's to give you energy when you run out of the sugar. Okay, so now you create a window every day where you can do intermittent fasting and do a fasted workout, and you can burn fat at an accelerated rate. All right, so I do that and it helps me maintain my lean figure. It does not take supplements, it just takes meal timing. All right. The other reason you want to do the intermittent fasting is because you get to keep your insulin level low. And when your insulin level stays low, your growth hormone can get higher in the body, and it will spike by up to 2,000% between that 12 and 16 hour mark of fasted, of no food, okay? This one is a no-brainer, okay? Number 2 is we have to snack smarter, all right? You want to cut out all of the processed foods. We're talking about chips, we're talking about cakes and donuts and all of those things where the food is not in its original form. We're talking about refined carbohydrates, all right? You can't really change your body effectively if you're eating those things, all right? You can do a calorie deficit and eat less, but if you're not actually changing your habits, you're not actually changing the kind of food you're eating, that transformation is not gonna happen as well as you think it is. 3, and this one might be the hardest for everybody because the standard American diet is really built on carbohydrates. It's built on bread, all right? Cut out the bread, cut out the bread. Keep the carbs, cut the bread. You know what a real carb is though? Real carbohydrates are fruits and vegetables. I'm actually on a high carb diet. 50%, sometimes up to 70% of my daily intake is gonna be fruits and vegetables. Those are real carbs. Your body does not want or need the bread, all right? And the real issue with the bread is that the good nutrients have been removed from it. The fiber has been removed from it, and it's grown with herbicides and pesticides, namely glyphosate. The glyphosate is building up in your gut and it's causing permeability in your gut, okay? Talk about that more in the ebook. Let's move on. Diversity of fruits and vegetables. Every fruit, vegetable, seed, and herb holds potent medicinal value. And that's because the fruits and the vegetables have what's called phytonutrients. People say, oh, you don't need fruits and vegetables, they're actually poison and you can live off of meat forever. I disagree, okay? The fruits and the vegetables is the medicine that nature has for you, all right? And when things go wrong in the body, what are you gonna do? You're gonna run to the doctor and he's gonna prescribe you some pills. The pills is actually derived from oil, petroleum, and you putting in that in your body thinking that's gonna fix your body. It's not. It might delay the symptoms, but it's never gonna fix the problem. You gotta figure out how to get real food in your body. Your body doesn't need supplements, doesn't need medicine, it needs balance. And the only way that you can stay balanced is giving it the fruits and vegetables from the earth. All right? 5 is the principle of discriminate consumption, okay? What does that mean? What does that mean? Discriminate consumption means you have to understand, one, the earth is polluted, all right? There's toxins that you're coming in contact with. The study says that there's 80,000 toxins that your body is coming in contact with every day in the air, the food, and the water, okay? So now you have to turn over that package when you go to the store and look at that ingredient list, okay? If there are things on there that you cannot pronounce, you probably shouldn't be eating it. Probably shouldn't be eating it because it's not food. It's an additive, okay? And those additives build up in your body and they cause inflammation, and inflammation is gonna cause dis-ease, okay? The other thing that discriminate consumption means is that there is no true perfect diet, okay? everybody's a little bit different. I'm Jamaican, so my DNA is gonna be different than yours, okay? Unless you're Jamaican, then I know that we're very similar. We probably grew up eating the same things because we got Jamaican mums, all right? So I know fried plantains is good for me because my DNA was built on it. I know that honey garlic is natural cough medicine. That's folk medicine, old Jamaican folk medicine, and it's very powerful. Honey and garlic is two of the most potent antibiotics, natural antibiotics that we have, okay? So what is that really saying? Eat from your ethnic background as much as possible and eat local produce, what is growing in your backyard, or buy from the farmer's market and get local produce, because just like they say, if you eat the honey from the bees down the street, it's gonna help you allay your allergy symptoms. You know what I'm saying? So eat local produce, eat from your ethnic background. That's the perfect diet for you, all right? 6, establish dietary staples. Establish dietary staples. You already have things that you eat every day and every week, all right? What are those things? You have to really look into it. What are the things I'm eating every day? What are the things that I'm eating every week? I know exactly what I'm gonna eat every day, every week. Dietary staples for me, I'm gonna start my day with some fruit. Could be an orange or a grapefruit, could be a banana, could be anything. Could be chickpea salad. Love chickpea salad. It could be tabbouleh. These are my dietary staples. I know I'm gonna have them once a day, or I know I'm gonna have them 2 or 3 times a week. And what does that do for me? It allows me to really put calories in the bank. And when you can put those calories in the bank, then you don't need to count them because you already know what's in there. You know what I'm saying? Establish dietary staples. Key number 7, this one is a no-brainer. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. You have to drink water, all right? Cut out the soda, cut out the alcohol. Not that you can't have it, but drink water because your body is 80% water, all right? Your body is 80% water and you need the water to make everything flow. You got 2 flows in the body. If you protect these 2 flows, you're going to be healthy. Blood flow, and the blood is mostly water, and lymphatic flow, excreting waste from the body. And how do you excrete waste from the body? You gotta excrete. You have to pee and you gotta poo. And if you don't have enough water in the body, that's not happening, okay? All right, so that is my 7 steps in my dietary protocol. You got the ebook, go ahead and check it out. Guys, if you love this and you think that it was helpful, join the workshop, all right? I do a 10-day workshop once a month, every month, and it's absolutely free. And we can continue to have this conversation over a 10-day period, and it's really more intimate than this. You can actually talk to me and we can have conversation and figure out how to help you continue on your fitness journey. Really appreciate you guys' time. Peace.